It's y'all truly liquid cash. I need it all out the stash. The man, the myth, money making Mitch. Hey, listen, man. Doing a few lives today, man. I'm just doing what I do when I do what I does. Just giving y'all, you know what I mean? Some content, man. Just putting some paint where it ain't, man. I hope all is well out there, man. I hope everybody's, having a wonderful Thursday, enjoying life and just vibing. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the motherfucking, you dig? Big body. Just cooling. Like I said, I'm making some rounds, moving and grooving, doing what I do when I do what I does, man. You dig? So I just wanted to, come on here one time and just chop it up with my people and just, see what y'all want to talk about, you dig? Me, I want to talk about accountability. I want to talk about, how a lot of times, when you're dealing with people and not just anybody, mainly women, when you're dealing with women, right? And, they make a mistake or they do something that, you feel like, they shouldn't be doing or they shouldn't do, they take accountability sometimes, you know what I mean? For the most part, let's just say they take accountability. There's action steps after that, you dig? I don't just let nobody apologize without, there's some action steps that has to be taken after you finish apologizing, after you then, let me know that you made a mistake and you feel sorry or you sincerely sorry. After that, we gotta do something. Sort of like, like, when you go to or when you make a date, right, with a female and say, hey man, listen man, I want to take you out to lunch, man. Friday night, let's go out. You dig? I know this nice restaurant called Mayfair Supper Club. It's a live performance. It's a vibe. You dig? They got live music. They got the Dover Soul. They got different type of things. I think you would love it. You know what I mean? They definitely got what you looking for. They got steak, filet mignon, whatever you looking for, they got it. You dig? And I want to take you out. And she said, okay, cool. And you make a reservation for 9 o'clock, and you got to pay for the reservation because some of these 5-star restaurants, they don't really want to take a loss, so they'll tell you put your credit card, on file and shit. After you 30 minutes or hour late, they charge you $35, you dig, for the reservation, right? And say all of a sudden you make this reservation and the chick just decide to cancel at 8:30 and the reservation was for 9 o'clock, you dig? Now, she could be apologetic and say, okay, I apologize, I can't make it. But that's cool. I appreciate you calling 30 minutes motherfucking before our date and saying you can't make it, which is a red flag for me. If you call me 30 minutes before our date's a cancel, I'm never rocking with you again. But let's just say, she called an hour before. Even if you call an hour before, 2 hours before, in my opinion, I respect it if you say, I apologize, I can't make it, but to make it up, let me take you to dinner next week Friday. Since I made, I cancel on this particular date. Let's, reschedule, and I'm going to take you to dinner next week Friday. See, I can respect that because now you taking action steps. You're doing something to let me know that you're sincerely apologetic about canceling. You dig? But that just telling me you apologize, you can't make it, and that's it. No action steps are being taken after that. I don't respect that. I don't value that. I don't respect that if you moving like that. I don't believe that's how a real woman should move. A real woman should at least take some action steps after she does something that goes against the grain. The grain is we going to dinner, baby. We going out to dinner. You canceling on the dinner. You should at least follow up and say, you know what? I canceled, my bad, and it was last minute. I want to take you out to dinner next week just to make it up. A man is going to look at you totally different. He's going to appreciate you in a different way. He's going to respect you in a different way because you're doing something that's out of the norm. Out of the norm. Because most women ain't doing that. You dig? The normal women, the normal chick, the normal female is just canceling and you taking that loss. I know it's just $35. I know you just losing, time, but that's one of the most important or most valuable commodity, which is time. I'm losing my money, my $35, because they put my motherfucking credit card on hold, and they told me I was going to be charged $35 if I missed this reservation. But I'm also losing my time because I spent time getting ready, getting fresh, and putting effort in as far as booking this reservation. And you don't take no action steps to say, okay, I apologize, but here's what I'm going to do to make it up. I need you to make it up to me. And same thing with situations when a person cheat on you, a person do something that's disrespectful in a relationship. Okay, that's cool. You apologizing for cheating, or you apologizing for doing something disrespectful, but there's action steps that has to be taken after that to let me know that you sincerely apologetic, to let me know that you're sincerely going to change, to let me know that you're going to make new provisions to change the things, the dynamic of this relationship. You did. You trying to make it better. You trying to make it right. You trying to soften the pain, because I might be going through it. You dig? I might be really going through the pain. I might be going through the motions. You dig? So you got to do something to make me feel a little bit better about, you dig, the situation. But for the most part, you know, for the most part, of a female cheat or do something that severe, I would advise you to definitely leave her. It ain't no action steps that could be taken to make it right, because once you cheat once, a female doing it is blasphemy. It's like, oh, how dare you? How dare you decide to cheat on me? You know who I am? Like, come on, man. You out of pocket. You digs? I'm gonna have you swimming with the sharks. It's a wrap. You gotta go. I'm putting you back in the ocean. Go swim with the sharks, see what's out there. I'm a killer whale. You had a killer whale, but you want to go fuck around and play with the guppies. Okay, go out there and go play with the guppies. You dig? So, but I just want y'all to understand that when you got a female and she violating, or she don't respecting the program or respecting how you moving, man, and she want to be apologetic about what she, what she did, and try to say she's sorry, let her take some action steps, man. Put some, you dig? Put some what they call that? Put some roadblocks. Put something in her way. Make her make a decision based on, you know what I mean? Based on how severe the situation is. She has to do some action steps to let you know that she's changed, or she's trying to change. She has to put some effort in. You dig? She has to do something. It ain't no just, oh, you know what I mean? I know back in the days, I can't really say what I used to do, man, because, you know what I mean? I don't want people getting too much in my business. But anytime a female did some shit, I always used to have something that they had to do in order to let me know that they are willing to take appropriate action steps to make it right. You couldn't just do something and apologize and think it was going to be all gravy. Nah, you got to show me that it's going to be all gravy. You got to show me that you're going to change. You got to show me that you're sincerely apologetic. You got to do something. You know what I mean? Yeah, you got to do something. Make me feel good. I take my apologies in cash. I ain't even going to lie to you. I'm going to keep it all the way. I said too much. My bad. You dig? Yeah, but that's how it is. You got to do something, man. Make me feel good. I like the act of service. Do something to make me feel good. You know what I mean? Go buy me something. I don't know. Do something. You dig? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I need you to do something to make me know that you sincerely apologetic about what you did. You feel me? I got those shirts too on my site called I Accept My Apology in Cash. They're on my LikquidCash website. Y'all definitely need to check those out. I accept my apologies in cash. But that's just what it is, man. I really do accept my apologies in cash, man. You know what I mean? Because I believe that's something that women really value. Women value money, right? They value money. Let me know that you know what I mean, you're willing to take me out and be apologetic and show me that you willing to do something nice for me, to let me know that you're sincerely apologetic. You know what I mean? Guys got to do it all day. You know what I mean? Guys got to, anytime a guy fuck up, what he does, he go and buy her something nice and say, man, I'm sorry, baby, I fucked up. Here's this new whatever, right? Guys do it all the time. Don't let these women slide without doing something, you know what I mean, to make you feel better after they didn't do some fuck shit. Don't let them slide. I never let them slide. They don't get away with nothing with me. I don't let nothing get away. Nothing at all. I am always going to make sure she put in some effort to let me know. I'm just what it is, cold game. It's just what it is, because you gotta prove to me that you really fuck with me after you mess up. You gotta prove to me that you really rock with me. You gotta prove to me that you're really sincere about what you're saying. I'm not listening to what you saying out of your mouth, because mouth say anything, action says everything. So that's what I'm trying to encourage you young niggas out here to understand. Start letting these women take action steps. You dig? Start letting these women show y'all what they about. Don't just be accepting no apologies. Don't just be accepting anything, man. Let these women show you what they about. They gotta prove it. You dig? Do something nice. Show me that you really rock with me. Yeah, you cancel on our dinner date. Now reschedule, make the reservation, and I'll just show up. You dig? That lets me know that you serious about taking me out to dinner, or you serious about having a conversation with me, or you serious about me. And if you're not willing to do that, I'm gonna move on to somebody else who's willing to do that. You dig? You have to be, just put it, you gotta put it down like that. You gotta be, you know what I mean, solid and stand 10 toes down on your campaign. I let her know this is how I'm coming. Because if you accept anything, you get anything. You know what I mean? A man that stands for nothing fall for anything. So you have to stand for something. Too many niggas out here is not letting women really, you know what I'm saying, put their best foot forward. You gotta let them show you something, man. Don't just be captivated by a pretty face and a big ass and you just trying to smash. Man, after you smash, man, something else gotta be, you know what I mean, appealing to you. Something else gotta be interesting to you. You know what I'm saying? One time my homeboy was, you know what I mean, talking to this chick, and you know, he really liked her and he ended up smashing, you dig? And all of a sudden, you know, the girl started to ghost him. He wanted to have a real genuine, you know, vibe with the shorty, right? He wanted to keep on vibing with her, but she decided to ghost him. And I asked him, why you mad? What you mad at? Was you interested in making her your girl? He said, no. He said, what was you trying to do? You was trying to smash, right? Okay, you already did that. All right, how many times you want to smash, nigga? You already did that. Obviously, that's what she wanted to do too. That's why she ghosted you, because she just wanted to smash. So you can't be tripping about, you know what I mean, her ghosting you. All you really wanted to smash. You smash. How many times you gonna smash, nigga? You did it already. Once you did it once, you did it twice. It is what it is, man. It ain't gonna feel no different. It's gonna feel the best. The first time is always the best time. You know what I mean? That sensation can't be duplicated. You feel me? And that was the objective, for you to smash. So keep it moving. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Don't get in your feelings about it. You know what I mean? So you always got to understand, man, when you moving out here in this world, man, and you doing your thing, man, and you having these relationships with these women, man, you have to always be on your square, you dig? What I mean by that is this: you gotta always hold your head firm, be focused, and understand that don't get lost in the sauce, you dig? If you get lost in the sauce, you're gonna be one of those ducks that get fucked, you know what I mean? And you don't want to do that, you dig? You always want to be ahead of the game. Always test your woman to make sure she really rocking with you, because there's sometimes where, you dig, you take your hand off the pulse, man, your woman go missing. Women are like kids sometimes, man. They're like toddlers, the terrible twos, man. You got to keep your eyes on them. And if you don't keep your eyes on them, they wander off and they end up getting kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? Just like that, man. Your chick is gone because you wasn't paying attention and you wasn't being attentive. You got to be attentive. And if they end up getting kidnapped and they want to double back, quote unquote kidnap, I'm just using that dialogue, but I really mean if they end up getting snatched from another dude and they want to for some reason come back because they realize the grass ain't, you know what I mean, greener on the other side, she got to do something, man, to get back in your good grace. You can't just let her back in because you feel bad for her, or she gave you some sob story about how this guy did this and how this guy did that. Forget all that, man. You got to make sure that she takes accountability and she takes action steps that make you feel comfortable in receiving her back into your life. Because if you don't, you're only going to end up with more problems and more headaches. You dig? You got to let her show you what she's made of. Yeah, I know what it is, man. I ain't really came here to be on this here this long, man. I just want to give y'all some game. That's about it. Let me see what y'all saying in the comment section. You dig? Let me read some of y'all comments, man. All right, somebody say phone got stolen. Okay, you got to hit me on the DM. Hit me on the DM or something, man. I'll give you my number. Hit me on the DM. Let's chop it up. Christina, what it is and what it ain't. Alice, what it is and what it ain't, man. Yeah, what's up? Okay, a few people in here right now. We vibing. Yeah, man. I didn't want to go. I really didn't have time to go live in the other spot, man. So I just pulled over. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go live in the whip, man, because I'm running errands, I'm moving the group, and I got a lot of things to do. So I said, man, I'm just gonna go live in the whip. You know what I mean? Said I don't have Instagram. Damn, nigga, don't have Instagram. That shit crazy, boy. You don't have Instagram. You gotta have Instagram, baby. You gotta have Instagram, man. I'm gonna give you a number to tap in with me right now. Text me on this. You can call in right now or text me on. Damn. So I'm gonna get in contact with you. I don't really want to put this number on IG. I mean on YouTube. To be honest with you, I don't really want to put this number on YouTube. So how do I get in contact with you, my brother? You know what I'm saying? You gotta possibly give me your number or something. I don't know. Like, you might have to make an Instagram, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I probably do got your number, so I'm gonna look into it. Yeah, you're right. I do have your number. So your number's still the same. Okay. Yeah, your number's still the same. Okay. All right, all right. Your number's still the same. Okay, that's cool. Your number's still the same. All right, I'm gonna definitely tap in with you. I'm gonna definitely tap in with you for sure. But yeah, man, take accountability, man. Don't let these women let you, you know what I mean, accept anything, man. You know, because a lot of times women go through emotions. They're very emotional creatures. It could be a full moon, and all of a sudden she's in her feelings about something. She's mad about something. It's a lot of times what she's mad at ain't really accurate. You dig? She might be mad at something that she thinks you're doing, but her thoughts ain't accurate. Her assumption is not accurate. You might not be doing what she thinking you're doing. You might just be, you know, she might be feeling neglected. Let's just give it a scenario. A woman might just be feeling neglected, right? But she might not understand that you're not neglecting her. You just consumed with work. You're just overwhelmed with work. You might be backed up on something and you trying to figure it out, right? But in her mind, you didn't text her how you doing, or you didn't text her what's up, or you didn't really communicate with her like you normally would. And in her mind, she starts to act different because she's feeling some type of way, not knowing that you really just consumed with work. And women go through these emotions and they have these feelings. And what I say to that is this: I try to let them understand that your thoughts control your feelings, and your feelings control your actions. The only reason you're feeling that way is because you're thinking that way. You're thinking negative, so you're feeling some type of way about what you thinking that I'm doing. But the dude might just be overwhelmed, or I might just be overwhelmed with work and consuming, you know, different things, and focus on different things that I might not be attentive to you on as much as you want me to be. But that doesn't mean I'm neglecting you. I'm just occupied with other things at this particular moment. But because you at home and you thinking negative, then of course that's putting you on a spiral downward, and you assuming the worst, and that's making you feel some type of way. So what I try to educate women on is this: you have to know that you have two different type of emotions. You have emotions where it's in the solar plex. That's the gut feeling. You know what I'm saying? We all experience a gut feeling, right? You had that in the solar plex. Then you have a feeling that you create that's in the mind. You know what I mean? A lot of times the feelings that most women be experiencing is in the mind. When you hear somebody say they have an anxiety attack, or they have an anxiety, that's because of constant negative thinking. Anytime when somebody's having anxiety, that is because of constant negative thinking. You're thinking negative, so that's creating a feeling, and that's creating a feeling of anxiety. All you got to do is change your thinking, and you change the feeling. It's different from the feeling in the solar plex. It's different from a gut feeling. Gut feeling is one of those feelings that you always got to take in consideration and act on. A gut feeling is something that you feel when you in an environment and you think that something is going to go wrong, and you just leave early because you feel something sketchy is going to go wrong. And 9 out of time, 10 times something do, and sometimes it doesn't. But that gut feeling just is an indicator to let you know what may transpire, and you don't know exactly what may transpire, so you got to get out of Dodge before something do transpire. You dig? But that's the opposite of something that's created in the mind. Just that feeling that you have based on your negative thinking. And most women go through so many different emotions and feelings throughout the day, and a lot of times it's because of negative thinking. A lot of times it's because of negative thinking. You dig? So that's why I say it's important for you to make sure that you're conscious about what you're consuming. You're conscious about not what you just consuming visually, but what you consuming internally, right? What you eating. The food you eat can have you on a negative thought process, right? The Instagram feed you watching can have you on a negative thought process, right? The people that you communicate with on a daily basis can plant seeds of negativity that can grow into forests. So you got to be aware of that and understand before you bring an argument to your man or bring an argument to your dude. Ask yourself, am I tripping because I'm overthinking, or am I tripping because I'm feeling something in my solar plex, in my gut? I'm having a gut feeling. I'm having an intuition. You dig? And a lot of times if you ask yourself that, 9 out of 10 times, it's all in the mind. 9 out of 10 times, it ain't something that's really real. It's just something that you created because the imagination could run wild if you don't know how to control it. Your imagination is your sixth sense. It creates your reality around you. So you have to understand that a lot of these things, a lot of these troubles that you be dealing in your relationship or facing in your relationship is just troubles that you could avoid it just by thinking positive. So there's certain things that you got to carry in your bag when you moving in your relationship. You got to carry understanding. Understanding got to be in your bag. Understanding got to be in your bag. That's got to be in your toolbox. Understanding. Compromise. You have to know how to compromise. That has to be in your toolbox. Communication. That's one of the number ones. That got to be in your toolbox. You did? That got to be in your toolbox. You feel me? These are the 3 things that should be in your toolbox at all times. You dig? Understanding, compromising, and communication. Right? I'm gonna say that again. Understanding, knowing when to compromise, and communication. You dig? Because you need to be transparent. Whatever you feeling, bring it to the table so we can talk about it. So you got to have these in your toolbox. You can't just be feeling some type of way based on, something that's in theory. You got to be understanding. So when the person is not hitting you up, or when you're not getting the response that you would like to get, use your understanding tool and say, you know what? Maybe he's going through something this week. Let me give him grace. Or you know what? Maybe she going through something this week. Let me give her grace. You dig? Oh, he didn't pick up the phone. Maybe he's in the shower. You dig? Instead of thinking that he's with another woman. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's easy to think negative and say, oh, he probably with another woman, or he's probably doing this, or he's probably doing that. Maybe he's sleeping. Maybe he's in the shower. Maybe he's at work. You don't have to always go to the negative. You can go to the positive, you dig? And that's where understanding comes in. You got to pull that out of the toolbox, your understanding toolbox. You know what I'm saying? You got to always use that tool when you're dealing with a man. You know what I mean? Because certain situations ain't really real. You just created it in your mind. But if you understand that these things can happen, you'll be fine, right? So you got to have that. Then you got to pull out compromising, right? You got to know when to compromise. You got to know when to say, you know what, my man took me out 3 times this month. Let me chill out. Let me not put too much pressure on him next month if he don't decide to take me out because he got business to handle. You dig? You have to compromise. Understand that he took you out 3 times this month. You know what I mean? He had a little bit of time. He had a little bit, he put a little bit more effort in this month. Now, if he don't put the same amount of effort next month, You gotta compromise. Understand that, okay, I did that last month, but this month my job is a little bit more, you know what I mean? A little bit more strenuous. It needs a little bit more of my attention. It needs a little bit more TLC. So I'm not gonna give you that TLC you looking for. I might not be able to give you the TLC you looking for, but I got to give my job this TLC because this is what pays the bill for me to take you out. So that's where compromising comes into play. You got to know when to compromise with your lady. You got to know when to compromise with your man. And you got to pull that out anytime that you need to pull it out. Also, your third motherfucking most important one you got to pull out, which is communication. If you feeling some type of way, you got to say it. You can't expect a man to read your mind and think about what you thinking about. Nah, nigga ain't got time to be thinking about what you thinking about. You know how much shit that nigga dealing with all day, every day? He trying to figure out and trying to resolve. He don't got time to be trying to figure out what's on your mind. So you have to pull out that communication tool. You gotta pull that out, man. You dig? Yeah, you gotta pull that out. A lot of people don't know how to communicate. You dig? So write it all down. Write it all down, study what you want to say, and then bring it to your man. You know what I'm saying? If you have a problem with communication, if you got a problem with tonality, your tone might be off. If you got a problem with your verbiage might be off. You got to step back for a second, write it all out, make sure that everything is right, and you're saying it the right way, and then you read it over, and then you present it to your man, and you have that conversation, you dig? But don't go having a conversation and with your tone off, right? You coming with aggression and masculinity. Man wants you to be feminine and soft. So when you bringing that information to your man, you bring it with grace. You bring it with that feminine energy, you dig? You know what I'm saying? Don't bring it with no masculine tone, no masculine energy like you demanding or you entitled, you dig? So you got to be, you know what I mean, strategic about how you communicate, especially when you know your partner, you dig? But the most important thing is to communicate. These are the three things you have to have in your toolbox when you're in a relationship. These are very important. You got to have more, but I'm just giving you three right now. You got to be able to compromise. You got to know when to have that right communication with the man that you involved with, you dig? And you got to be understanding. These are the things that you have to have when you're in a relationship. If you don't got these three things, you don't need to be in a relationship, you dig? If you don't know how to communicate, you need to go start reading more books and educate yourself, learn how to communicate, you dig? If you don't want to compromise, you need to be by yourself. You shouldn't even be thinking about relationship if you don't understand the importance of compromising with your partner, you dig? And if you're not understanding, then you got a real problem, you dig? You can't be with nobody but wolves. You need to be by yourself if you're not an understanding person. These are very important to have in your toolbox when you're moving through life, you dig? These are the three things you should always have when you're in a relationship. You dig? I'm not really meant to really be on here this long. I was on here for 27 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate each and one of y'all for dropping in, you know what I'm saying, and tapping in. But I just wanted to put some paint where it ain't, man. That's all it is, man. I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of game today. You feel me? If y'all got a question, all y'all got to do is hit that super chat, and I'm going to answer y'all question. So I'm going to give y'all grace. If you have a question, I'm going to be on here for another couple seconds. And you know what I mean? You could definitely support the platform, and I'm going to answer your question. And if you don't got nothing to give and you don't want to support the platform, it is what it is. You can still ask me a question. I'm still going to answer it any motherfucking way because, you dig, I rock with y'all. Y'all my family. I fuck with y'all. I've been, you know what I mean, rocking with y'all for a couple of years now, so it don't even matter. I'm still going to answer y'all. Y'all know how I do it, man. I'm still going to give you the game. I'm still going to give you the jewels. Whether you support the platform or not, y'all know how I give it up. I'm still going to give you this game. I don't give a damn. I'm giving it away because at the end of the day, it may be free for you, but you still got to apply it. You dig? You still got to apply it. That's just what it is. You still, I can give you it, but it's going to cost you time to apply it. It's going to cost you effort to apply it. So even though it's for free, it's still going to cost you one of the most valuable commodities in the world, which is your time. So you still have to spend time in educating yourself and applying the game, you dig? So Like I said again, whether you support or don't support the platform, it's my duty to give you this game because I've made it thus far. So it's only right that I come back and I share and I sprinkle some of this game with y'all, man. Especially y'all, my family. I've been rocking with y'all for a couple years now, so it's all good. Y'all know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We here, we doing it, man. So that's what it is. That's all I wanted to put, talk about, man. Put some paint where it ain't. Let y'all know what it is, man. Like I said again, I appreciate y'all for being here. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with me. I normally don't go live in the V, but I was moving and grooving, doing what I had to do. So I just pulled over, said, you know what? I can't make it to the spot to go live on my cameras, so I can go live in the, in the V, and we could just do what we do, you know what I mean? And y'all still gonna get the game. You know what I mean? No matter if I'm in the V or no matter if I'm in the, you know what I'm saying? You dig? Y'all still gonna get the game. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But apply the game though. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, listen, tell a friend to tell a friend. LikquidCash got a podcast. Also, if you don't remember nothing, remember this. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Cheers.